What's happening, everybody, and welcome to Blerds in the Hood presents I Know You line. You know what the blank was. We can't say it in the first 90 seconds. Okay. What we're going to do here is we're going to take some of the craziest stories from the Am I the thread out of Reddit that we've been given, found, submitted, etc., etc. And myself and my co-host, Mr. Winston A. Marshall, are going to give you guys our natural reactions to these stories. Some of these are the wildest things you probably ever heard. So buckle up, baby.
It's gonna be a lot. I'm gonna tell you right now. I did not find these personally. One of friends of the show and one of our newest producers, shout out to Dwayne, found all three of these stories. They're all from the toxic confession side of Reddit. So they're three pretty crazy ones.
Terrifying.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm gonna warn you right now, man, because this first one says, I slept with my ex-boyfriend's brother out of spite, and now my ex is suicidal. Okay, so like a month ago, I finally broke up with my ex-boyfriend because he cheated on me repeatedly. I found out he did it again, couldn't take it anymore, and I was like, enough is enough. So after I broke up with him, out of spite, I slept with his older brother, who I knew low-key always wanted to hook up with me. He found out about it. He got into a fight with his brother, then showed up to my house having a full-on meltdown. I literally told him, I don't give a fuck. We weren't even together anymore. None of his business, so move the fuck on. For weeks, he harassed me with text messages, calling me all sorts of names. I didn't reply to any of them and ignored them. He started showing up to my house wanting to talk, but just kept pretending I wasn't home. Even saw his car pull up to my work and told my work buddies to lie that I was off sick. This just pissed me off even more. I ended up texting him to stop stalking me or I'll get a restraining order on him. And to be extra petty, I told him the sex with his brother was amazing and that he had a bigger dick than him. He replied back, you really want me to off myself, don't you? Is that what you want? I replied, lol. Not falling for his manipulation and pathetic guilt tripping. Am I supposed to feel sorry for him? Because I literally don't. Move the fuck on, Brody. It's over. No regrets on my end. Sorry, not sorry.
I was taking notes, niggas. I was taking notes.
Please, Professor, let me know what you thought about this essay.
You know what? Let me get myself together for this one. Now, you and your brother are also Eskimo brothers, which is crazy. Okay? Clearly, you and your brother have been having dick competitions since y'all was younger, and you have never won.
Whoa, bro. Whoa.
Once, okay? That's why you were like, oh, bitch, you want me to kill myself. Because we know it was cold outside. He ain't never was shit. Okay? Also, I'm pretty sure the brother got to bust up in your ex, which makes it worse. Because, you know, she probably said, you skied all in me. And now he like, you ain't never let me do it. You made me pull out. So, I don't blame him. Oh, my God. Because now Thanksgiving dinner is going to be awkward. The prayer, dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for bringing the family together. And my whole-ass brother who slept with my ex, he said he wanted to carve the turkey, but he tried to stuff it like he stuffed my ex. This is going to be interesting. I got more. I keep...
No, it's good. It's good. I want to read a couple of the comments. I got my thoughts too, man. One person said, he went low, you went lower. He just learned a very valuable lesson. Just take smart safety precautions because some people don't handle rejection well. Now, I'm going to tell you something right now. That I fully agree with. I just hope that she is being very careful because... clearly, he's about to kill his brother, kill himself, and kill you. Be careful for the love of God.
He'll just do the two of them first. She'll be safe, and then everybody will look at her at the funeral, or not. She ain't gonna even go to the funeral. She's gonna be at a Wet and Wild Water Springs, and they're gonna be looking at her like, "You ain't gonna go to the funeral for them? Nope, because I ain't got to deal with either one of them. No more in life or death. Like she gonna live perfectly."
On top of this, I gotta give some of the people that commented credit. I got to give them credit because one person actually said, make sure you actually report him to the local PD because not only is threatening to commit suicide a form of manipulation and domestic abuse, it also will allow you to provide official documentation of the stalking and harassment for when and if he potentially escalates. I think that's sound advice, man. Just cover all your bases. It's like, look, I was tired of you fucking these other bitches. We broke up. I fucked your brother and now leave me the fuck alone or you can go to jail.
How many bitches was you fucking? Okay.
She said over and over and over again, like repeatedly caught him cheating. So,
do you understand, ma'am? That is the ultimate trump card. Seems like I know the one person I can fuck that's gonna just destroy your life.
I know it would actually make it worse. Her daddy.
His daddy.
If she fucked his daddy, that would have been it. That would have been too much.
Oh, she fucked his daddy. He'd have blew his brains out right in front of her.
Jesus Christ. Okay, let's go to the next story on that note, bro, because that's a lie. All right, this next one is entitled "Hot Wife Lifestyle Might Have Ruined My Marriage of 20 Years." I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what this means, but here we go. 44-year-old male, and I've been with my wife, 42-year-old female, for 22 years. We got married and had kids fast and have always been very happy and loving to each other. See, that already as a beginning feels like it's going to be some shady shit.
Keep reading.
5 months ago, we let our youngest go off to college, and it got quite quiet since. We started talking about kinks, and one night I brought up the topic since a coworker mentioned doing that. Well, after a while, we both realized we'd enjoy it. We thought we could find a guy and she could sleep with him and I would watch. Oh, he wants to be a cuck. Okay.
Keep going.
She was nervous, but I could tell she was curious. First guy, we both didn't feel comfortable and decided to try again.
These niggas was interviewing people.
It was a whole job interview. At first, it went as expected, but slowly it started to change. Then she asked me if she could see him alone and got mad when I said no, but complied and didn't see him. Then a week later, I was using her phone to check a password and saw their text. She didn't know why I didn't like what I saw, thought I was overreacting. When I told her we weren't doing that anymore, it caused a fight to the point where we can barely be in the same room together. I knew she isn't seeing him. I know she isn't keeping anything from me. It's fairly obvious, but she hasn't been the same since. She keeps begging me to let her talk to him so he knows what's going on. And the only time we're normal is when our kids are home. I miss my wife. I miss our marriage. And I wish I never brought this up. I never expected it to go this way. I just want the old her back. I have so many thoughts. But I see Professor J has taken more notes. So go ahead.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. 42 years old. Y'all were together for 22 years.
Well, he's 44. She's 42.
No, she was 42 is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She ain't had no life. So as soon as that last child was out the house, she was it's time to do everything.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Like, did they, because this is the context we didn't get. So 22 years, meaning she was 20. Did she fuck it all before then? Or was this the only dude she ever was with? Because that.
Whether or not, she had no life. So what happened was, according to my notes and my calculations, the dude, after they had the interviews, first of all, how did you schedule all these niggas?
Bro, was it like whenever you watch like a Pitch Perfect or a Bring It On, they do the individual cutaways to the different interviews where they're all sitting behind the table and you look and it's be like, "Hi, my name is Robert. Today I'm going to be bringing about
all
7
these
inches.
Google Calendar invite.
7 inches and my tongue can go 20 miles per hour."
What happened is the dude they fucked that finally got down, he knocked the bottom out of her ass. Whoever it was, he knocked the back out her walls. And he hit a spot her husband ain't never touched. And so now this bitch is having side conversations. Oh my God. I just want my wife back. She is gone.
Bro, I really want to know. It's obviously not listed here. I want to know the ethnicities. I'm so curious if this is like a white couple and they brought in a black dude. Like, I'm so curious if it ended up being something like that.
Work. So, she was like, hey, I was wondering, maybe you should ask Lamar what he's doing.
And not Lamar, nigga.
Ask Lamar.
Is this why John Harbaugh's no longer with the Baltimore Ravens? Was it Mr. and Mrs. Harbaugh? Oh, and that's why they're not talking anymore, because John said, we're not with the team. We coach the Giants now. You can go and fuck Jackson Dart.
Or you can fuck Cam Scatter, but he ain't gonna remember. Because he ain't gonna remember. He can remember his brain don't work.
Yo, Lamar out here looking like Jameis Winston talking about.
I am so happy and grateful that the Lord has blessed me to play in some snow.
She ain't got nothing but chocolate all in the house now. She got chocolate cake, chocolate cereal, chocolate pasta, chocolate toothpaste.
Chocolate pasta?
Mama,
all I know is because we got to get to the next story, bro. This is John Harbaugh, allegedly, I'm not getting sued, allegedly, right after that shit was over, said,
I've made a huge mistake.
When you have a threesome, when you, first of all, fellas, the level of comfort you got to have in your relationship and your sexuality to let your woman say, we can bring another dude in, and you got to be like, okay. And you got to watch this nigga proceed to go for what God has given him. Because there ain't never been a dude in the history of dudes that's been invited to do a threesome and is like, I guess I'm going to give a mediocre penis. Every dude has been like...
Hey, okay, I know we got to wrap it up. I got to read one comment that I think was really interesting here. This first comment says, why is it so popular to open up people's marriages these days? There's a bunch of people doing it where I work with young families. I cannot fathom why anyone would assume that they can deal with the consequences of things like this when they can't possibly know until they've done it, at which point it's often too late to fix things. I'm not kink shaming by any means, but does no one consider their partner falling in love with someone else as an easily not rectifiable problem?
Ain't no love. You just came as hard as you've ever came in your whole. She squirted for the first time ever in that threesome. And
okay, we're moving on. Moving on. This last one, bro. This last one. Dwayne, what the fuck did you fuck? Okay. This last one says, I had sex with a homeless woman and it was amazing.
All right, hold fast. Let me start off with the notes. Hold on, dude. Homeless vagina.
Okay, are you ready?
That is a statement I never thought I'd write in life.
Are you ready?
Homeless. I already wrote homeless vagina, so of course I'm ready.
I, 28 male, got broken up with, ending a nearly 4-year-long relationship 2 days before Christmas. Nigga, no. Oh not before Christmas. Oh, the Christmas. I also would like to point out that the dude's name, I won't give the full handle, but it's ADHD Leo. Oh, Lord. So,
is it Matt?
28.
I'm sorry.
Emotional, damn.
I, 28-year-old male, got broken up with, ending a nearly 4-year-long relationship 2 days before Christmas. Having an absolute nightmarish time even sleeping the last couple of weeks and needed a pick-me-up because I also hadn't had sex in at least 6 months. Swiping away on some apps and came across a pretty girl, 25, female, mixed, really fit, 1 kid. We started chatting over a few days. Sex comes up. We agree to meet up just to hang out, and whatever happens, happens. I just know she lives about 45 minutes from my house, what she does for work, and she was clean. Hard drugs and diseases. This definitely feels like a white man. She Ubers to my house. We smoke a bit of weed, watch some TV, and it eventually takes off and into the bedroom. We have sex on and off for about 6 hours. Yes, Viagra and lots of water were involved for much needed stamina and recovery time. She treated me so well, and I felt more desired than I have in a long time. It was only after we had our stand that she revealed she lived at a homeless shelter. It was mentioned casually in conversation and received without judgment, but it took me back a bit, especially having heard a bit of shame in her voice. I assured her there was no need for the shame, and in the time she was here, she was fed a homemade meal, fucked, finished off, showered, and I gave her an old and kind of cracked iPhone 13 I no longer used since her Android was shot. I offered to drive her back because the Uber wasn't cheap, and we stopped for Wendy's as well for the both of us and her kid. Probably the most shut up and take my money $25 I ever spent. We both said no ice at the same time at the drive-thru, which was funny. I think I'm bringing this into toxic confessions because this just seemed to be the state of America. Not really that it's taboo to bone with an unhoused person. I mean, she had a job and a kid and lived what seemed to be a normal life. She just couldn't afford housing. I plan to see her again and do the exact same thing. There's a few edits, but I would love to get your
read the edits now, nigga. Don't you stop.
No. Where are you going? Where are you going?
First off, who this bitch leave a kid with? This is the most important story. Okay,
I think the kid was in the other room, bro. I think the kid was in the other room. Because just based off of this, she said it said, I gave her the iPhone. I drove her back because the Uber wasn't cheap, and we stopped at Wendy's as well for both of us and her kid. So I gotta assume the kid.
She picked up food. She picked up food to give to her kid.
Okay.
Also, you was like, hey, listen, baby, I ain't got $40. $40? I ain't got $40.
Okay, Jay, first update. Lots of you want to know where her kid was. The shelter has a daycare. A few of you think that this is AI. I just had sex. I also wrote this at 3 a.m., so forgive it if I left a hole or two. Nigga, you were in a lot of holes, apparently.
You didn't leave a hole or two. You had 6 hours in Viagra. You filled them holes. Now, next question. Man, mama got to have a life too, right? You 25 at the shelter. People have shit happen, everything like that, right? I understand that. Mama was like, I need some dick badly.
I'm realizing. I think that this dude might be British. Do they have Wendy's? Do they have Wendy's in England? I'm assuming they do. The only reason why I asked is because he said he was mixed, really fit. So like I just was like, oh, is this a British nigga?
Why would that assume it had to be in Britain?
We don't call people fit like that. We say like their fit is in like their tone, but we don't say, "Oh, she's really fit." That's a very British idiot.
We do say that.
You've looked at a girl and been like, "Yo, she really fit."
I ain't never said that. I said no. We collectively as society. I've never looked at a woman like that and said that.
I've said she's fine. I said she's pretty. I said she's cute. I said she's sexy. I've never referred to because fit as far as like in England means you fine. Like that's what that term. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know that.
That's what I mean. That I don't mean that she wasn't like fit as in she wasn't in shape. I mean they specifically say, "Oh, she's my fit," means she's fine as fuck.
Hey, I have a question though. Now, so women talk about dudes who are homosexuals. Does that make her a homosexual? Like, granted, she didn't ask to stay at all, right? She was like, I'm finna bust down. Again, 6 hours. This nigga had plenty of electrolytes. 6 hours and then get fluids. She took a shower. She didn't want to go back to the shelter smelling like Pukatayao. You know what I'm saying? She didn't want to go back to the shelter smelling like Badussi. And then
yo, this one comment says, when I was 8, my 2 sisters, mom, and myself lived in a homeless women's shelter for a year. There were other moms and staff who would watch kids sometimes while a mom went out and did things. I even remember my mom surprising us with Wendy's a few times.
Okay. Hey. Okay, look, are dudes doing this? Are dudes in shelters? Like, I wouldn't, like, I know dudes who try to have sex to have a place to stay and et cetera, et cetera. But like this show, you niggas are hit whatever. Shorty be like, hey, I gotta go back. Where you at? I'm at the shelter. Hey, I'll drop you off, ma. Ain't no, I got an extra couch. Nah, let's.
Last little thing, and I feel like this just kind of speaks to the state of the world right now. Someone goes, this feels like less like a sex confession and more like a snapshot of how precious life is, right? Or how precarious life is right now. 2 consenting adults found comfort in each other during rough moments. As long as there was respect, honesty, and no pressure, there's nothing inherently wrong here. Just a reminder of how thin the line can be between stable and unhoused. Someone else goes, yeah, my landlord just raised my rent another $200. It's not huge, but it's closing the gap of how much I can afford. I may be out here trying to find a bitch that can buy me Wendy's soon.
First of all, I hate when people want to go break down these old sentimental ass moments. But let me say this. Okay, first and foremost. Secondly, if they raise my rent another $100, I barely can pay it. I'm going to try to throw this dick at my building manager. Look, I don't give a shit if she is like,
wait, that was my own building manager. You're
Yep.
not trying to fight Janice.
I'm trying to give her the like, you want, I give you this pool noodle, baby. You want this pool noodle? Like, I will fuck my let me tell you something.
We got
my landlady or my building manager.
We gotta get out of here, bro. We gotta get out of here. Yo,
don't act like I'm the only person.
Okay, this has been Blerds in the Hood presents I Know You Fucking Lying. Thank you so much for watching. Come back and check us out on Wednesdays, 6 p.m. Pacific time for the full Blerds in the Hood episode. And until then, we'll see you on the next one, y'all. Peace.